Okay, today's topic is principal values of inverse trigonometric function. Now sine inverse x domain is -1 to 1 and the range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That means it can take the value from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. It will give the value, not take the value. It will give the value from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. The same way cos inverse x is to give the value from 0 to pi. Means this is the possible values you will be getting. This will be the range. Now tan inverse will have minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and we have a principal value table which I already gave you in the Google Classroom. Now the question comes when it is sine inverse minus x. What is sine inverse minus x? You know sine inverse, the value what it will be can come minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So negative values is possible in this. So that means sine inverse of minus x, I directly can write minus sine inverse x. So no issues in this. But what happens here? Cos inverse of minus x, which is very important. Cos inverse of minus x, you know the cos inverse range is 0 to pi. You cannot write negative outside. That means whatever the answer comes should be less than pi. Maximum is pi, so less than pi. That should be pi minus cos inverse x. Why? This is the question. Now inverse trigonometry, cos inverse x is an angle A. That implies cos inverse going other side, so x is equal to cos A. Any doubt in this? No. So now we have in the second quadrant, that is cos pi minus a in class 11, second quadrant, cos is negative, minus cos a we wrote. Now minus cos a means this minus x will be here and cos going other side will become cos inverse of minus x. That answer is coming out to be pi. See, cos has already gone there, so it is becoming cos inverse of minus x. Then pi minus, what is a here? Cos inverse x. This is what the formula I have written. Cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Now similarly, when you go for tan inverse of minus x, directly negative can be coming out. Cot inverse, here you will not write negative because according to your principal value, it is less than pi. Next, secant inverse and cosecant inverse, these two are here. How to do secant inverse? If you do the range of secant inverse, the range is, it can come from 0 to pi but not pi by 2, means the range is between 0 to pi only. So secant inverse also will be written pi minus secant inverse x. Cosecant inverse, directly you can write minus cosecant inverse x. That means whenever a negative value comes in what you have studied, cos inverse minus x will be written pi minus cos inverse x. Secant inverse minus x please, will be written pi minus secant inverse x. And cot inverse minus x will be written pi minus cot inverse x. These three are very important formulas. Now let us solve NCERT questions.